Hello everyone, welcome to session number 4, and here we are just talking about comments, variables, data type, and especially the built-in ones. So comments are nothing but they're text notes which are added from by one programmer, so that in future if somebody else wants to see or understand the code, they can go through it. It should be explanatory, so they can go through it and then they can know what has happened. Uh, they consist of explanation of the code creation or modification. Sometimes people put login informations there as well, as in not the login as in the username and password, but what has changed and why it has changed and when it has changed. So they put in the information, usually in the comments. And these comments are ignored by the compiler and the interpreter. It is always a good practice to write down the comments so that other users can others developers, not the users but the developers or the programmers, can understand that what is really happening there. um, the comments in Python are written in two different ways. One is a single line text where you just write down the hash, and that would be the single line of text of comment. And if you want to write down a multiple line of comments, you put in three double quotes, so triple quotes in that format to write down. And there are examples for each one of them. So if you see, this is a single line code. So hash is making it just appear for a single line. And if it is a multi-line, you write down three triple quotes and the ending of it. So it should have a proper starting and ending to write down the comments in multiple lines. The next thing that we are talking about is variables. Variables are memory spaces with a name. So it is basically we are specifying a name for the memory spaces. So no keyword to declare variables. So there is no keyword to declare a variable. Variables have no type because they take up the type of the data. So if you see, we are just writing down x is equal to 4. So we are not writing down anything which we used to write down in the C programming or C# programming or Java programming. And similarly, x is taking the shape of 4. I can put x is equal to hello, and the x data type will change from integer to string. Somehow, if you want to do some casting on the numbers in the code process, what you can do is you can use the functions, which are the constructors of the classes of variables. So if you want to convert 35 into string, you can write down str35 y is equal to int5, so that would be taking it as an integer. Z float 45, so it would be taking it as a float. Although I understand that you would be thinking that why I've written down y is equal to int5, because 5 is integer itself. So I'll show you another demo on the same point there. So built-in data type, there are various built-in data type, but I've only mentioned a couple of them which we used most often. So we have numeric data type, which is int and float. We have a text data type, which is str. We have sequence list, like list, tuples, range. We have a boolean data type, which is boolean. So once you have declared a variable, and if you want to see what data type does it consist of, you can use a type function, and that type function will tell you that what kind of value does that variable hold. So in this tutorial, I tried to cover up comments, variables, and data types. So thanks for listening, and good day. Bye bye.